Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Wolfenstein the Old Blood. So we did the challenges, and that took forever to load, so this will be interesting to see where, now that we resume the main game, how much time it's going to take to really load here. Not particularly that long, but probably longer than it should have. And that is exactly where we had. We are still with the same objective of just finding Wesley, which honestly, that feels like that is just going to be the main objective. So I started with a very strong gun, and you can see it's not really helping that much. There's kind of no reason to even crouch down. Let's see. So I guess the idea here might be that they wanted us to have a real fight, which is that third point of a pyramid that could really benefit games like this, instead of having us stay just so much between, apparently, like, yeah, if we had simply stayed going between stealth and fighting, that would have been a little much. It's interesting that you can break all those things. If I could find another boost of 80 health, which I question whether I would do that, then we might get our health up high enough here to get another boost. We are totally maxed out on everything now. So much for potentially overcharging up to 250 or 300 for the next update or next perk. You still kind of run into the same problems. This doesn't quite break enough. You would have wanted to procedurally have it so that each of those broke no matter what with one swing. And you don't fall through here. So if we have 8, maybe 9 levels, and our first big boss fight was after 3, then that does really give me the feeling that we're going to have 3 boss fights, and we're at most. Anybody else coming? We still have reasons to it does kind of feel like the game is more about destructible environments than I thought it really would have been. This might be more of a case of an attempt at an evolution compared to the New Order. I wouldn't be surprised if the New Order doesn't really have that level of destructible environment. Yeah, I have no idea here if I'm supposed to be fighting my way through this or if there's just a stop point I'm supposed to hit. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the last guy, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's just a constant increase in the number of people coming, and that I need to go find somewhere to turn off an alarm. And see, I'm at like I'm in a very bad position right now. We're running around and trying to grab health is not gonna work. Let's see. It probably would unlock more perks if I had used this dual shotgun more. It's only actually shooting out of the right side with the right trigger, so if I was gonna shoot them both, I have to pull both triggers to do that and really waste a bunch of bullets. And I need to just keep on moving forward. Here we've got some more people. Okay. So I think we managed to maybe find some stuff, some more pictures. We're seemingly done with this area now. So let's run around and see if we can replenish our health, replenish our armor, get back into a better position. I've taken a couple hours break since I last played, so I'm not particularly well warmed up for the fight that I was just in. But I managed to pull that off, and seems like everything worked well enough. Notably, though, I would have thought that you might have been able to destroy a lot more. Like, it feels like for a 2015 game, you should have been able to. Let's go ahead and throw one of these just for fun. Didn't blow up the floor. But yeah, it definitely feels like you should be able to break the Nazi flags hanging up there, or break the statue on the other side. There are some walls here, but oops. Where did I get that throwing knife? Let's go back and get that. I think it's worth it. That is also going to paint an awkward picture where you can just kind of accidentally push the wrong button and end up in the wrong place. Or end up doing the wrong thing. Knife, knife, knife. Really could be just about anywhere. Yeah, the throwing knife could be down here, or it could be in the wall or in the floor. I didn't see where it went. So that was pointless to even bother to come down here and just hope that I could find it. So once again, I've just lost a throwing knife. And if that was the 3 throwing knives in the entire game, yeah. My best hope would have been that it would have actually been stuck somewhere around here, or somewhere around here, where I could have picked it up. But I don't see it, so let's just move on. Let's check the perks now. We don't need the dual wield, and now ammunition pickups increased by 20%. That's great. Killing with the MG46s. Killing from cover. We still don't really know how that works. I guess killing from cover is probably hanging from the ledge at the moment. Killing 3 with a grenade. Pipehead explosions we don't know about. Stealth takedowns. The Kampfpistole kills. I should have used that on the boss, come to think of it. Getting our health up to 250. Getting helmets. The shock hammer. Well, getting a higher shock hammer clip size might be useful. Okay. So we have a pry open here and a pry open here. One would assume that these lead to the same place. We've unlocked a challenge, keep forever. We can't open this on the other side of that. We can see a fireplace and a place to climb. I really don't feel like the game is... So, yeah, this is probably the only cover we can do at the moment. I don't feel like the game is really setting ourselves up to... Yeah. Really believe that we would be anywhere close to finding Wesley or anywhere near Wesley. It seems like we're just kind of going in random places. We're already crouching down. And we're in this big old kitchen level design, which is, this is definitely something different compared to what we see in the original Wolfenstein 3D. Right. Does feel like you could just start shooting people, but let's see if we can actually get to where the commander is. One commander is 16 meters that way. One commander is 13 meters this way. It doesn't seem to me like there's any way that you're going to pull that off. Yeah. Because this just doesn't continue. Feels like you would have to jump down or cause some kind of explosion or distraction. Unless we're supposed to run. I guess the idea is that we're going to That's one down. I think the other one we can see there. This is kind of a perfect place to get headshots. I was thinking we would come down these wine casks, climb back up here for a higher position, but honestly I don't think it's necessary. I think just even having relatively decent ability to shoot, waiting till somebody stops and then shooting them in the head. I mean, that seemed to have worked very well compared to, say, coming down here and stealthing on this guy and then maybe working your way around to stealth on the next guy. This is very much, I imagine, what the experience is supposed to be like when you play a level well. Definitely make sure we get the helmets and not that armor. We'll leave that armor. What I'm thinking can be pulled off here, though. We got 60 there. We want to get up to 250 on the health. So we're looking for more food. Here's some kind of sewer grate. Take those bullets. 20 there. So we're up to 80. Interesting that the open boxes don't break and those kinds of boxes don't break. It definitely feels like there's a decent amount of probably destructible items in this area. So this would have been probably a very nice little encounter. But you'll end up doing it as a challenge anyway, so you don't have to really worry. And if you were to play the game a second time, I'm sure you could take this on as more of a direct gunfight. I'm not seeing the 70 remaining that I need. I need another 70 HP increase to map out into my head where to get it, and it really has to be more than 70 because 70 won't be enough. It's fairly dark rooms. Is there possibly another 70 food up higher? Let's check it out. Because you would have been up here, and then could have come over here and here. Doesn't really feel like this actually leads to anything. They've even thrown you a bone by making it very easy to walk along the edges of these places where there's posts. Alright. Okay. $20, and then run, and then that, and then that, and that got me to 166. And we'll run this way, and then we'll run this way. Is there some kind of secret passage that we missed here? Or did we actually have to start an alarm? As a throwing knife? What did we miss? Well, the game is pointing me in this general direction towards this door, which, okay, there is a passage up that way. So you could have maybe tried to jump from this point to this point, otherwise you would have had to come up to this point. Theoretically, you could have just stealthed through this whole portion of the game. But you run into a problem, certainly, in a Wolfenstein game telling the player to not actively try and kill Nazis. Like, I'm okay with doing it in a stealth way. I'm not particularly okay with the idea of just stealthing your way completely through Wolfenstein. Castle Wolfenstein. Alright. Sounds like that's creepy, so let's see what happens here. Hmm. Alright, if we're hearing voices there, then this must be a secret area. Nope. This is not a secret area. This is literally just back that way. Hmm. Hmm. You see, that'd be crazy if that was Wesley. But nope, it was just somebody here pointing out a book. Which leads to a secret area. And here you have a Doom dog squeak toy. And here you have a thing.
Alas, poor Yurik. Oops.
Little Easter egg. Here's a letter. I guess pause now if you want to read. Pause now if you want to read more. 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 These binoculars are giant, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are canonically in the time that they're set. I wouldn't be surprised if they are kind of giant. We are seeing a lot of skulls and a lot of occult stuff. Pause now if you want to read. Pause now if you want to read. And still a lot of this armor feels more like it's out of Doom than Wolfenstein. I think the Easter eggs are happening a little too quickly. I guess pause now if you want to read. Pause now if you want to read. This may be all the backstory. Yeah. And I would say there is a problem if you're going to say that the reason why all the backstory is just being left as letters is because they're trying to make it so that people who just want to play the game and run and gun don't have to listen to a bunch of cutscenes or things like that, or listen to a bunch of dialogue. But if you're going to make that argument, then it falls apart every time you fall asleep, and then the game decides to have you play the old Wolfenstein levels. Alright. So this dog is sleeping. That was not a stealth takedown, that was just smacking it with the rod, which is about the same anyways. More and more, I'm just not really that interested in letting these guys talk. Pause now if you want to read. Pause now if you want to read. I think that was two different letters, but maybe that was the same one. We're getting a whole lot of dialogue 40 overcharge. We have new maps. And is this supposed to be Helga's room? Interesting that it has like a glass breaking sound effect. Can't jump on the bed. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is supposed to be Helga's room. But I also wouldn't be surprised if this was just a random, somewhat important soldier's room. We'll go ahead and take this and then continue down the path. We have some new signals, which again, I guess that means we take the opportunity to take them out quickly and quietly with the guns. Yeah, we don't really have an idea if these guys are higher or lower or what. Feels like they should have taken the silencer away from the player, or at the very least had it be so that the game only had one silenced gun, and then when you dual wielded the pistol, only the right gun was silenced and the left gun wasn't. It's also fairly too early to have unlocked. Is somebody seeing me? Alright, well. Let's just do this. Somebody saw me somewhere. I can't really go anywhere. Can't shoot that. There's one of the guys down. Oh. The good news is I figured out how to shoot from cover. You have to hold the left trigger and hold the left trigger, use the left stick to angle you in a different direction. This is effectively going to make this really easy. Still sounds like people are sneaking up behind me, but they aren't. And we'll just grab everything as we run around. I don't think that there's actually enough people around. For it to matter. Nope, there are enough people for it to matter. So up we go for a tactical advantage. Seems like there's actually quite a few different ways you can shoot here. We can't. And with this guy dead, that set off the alarm, or turned off the alarm. So this is where we're supposed to go, but as the music is wrapping up here, we should definitely take an opportunity to go back and try and pick up any armor or any health dropped by these guys. So if both of the commanders were in this room and they somehow spotted me when I wasn't in this room, that really feels more like a glitch than an intentional outcome for the experience. And maybe that's just me being whiny, but I can't help but feel that I was supposed to have at least a small chance of walking in this room and stealthing my way through everything. Maybe it doesn't feel like there's a perk specifically designed to increase your stealthiness. So that also makes it a little confusing. Yeah, all I did was kind of come around this corner and then I was instantly spotted. So either the guy was here and he saw me, or somebody over here saw me. And that caused that whole fight to happen. This opens from the other side. Let's see. As far as bullets are concerned, everything should be maxed out and charged up. The stealth concept, I feel like you should be able to push these over onto people as a way of beating things, killing people in stealth. Like that they would stand under some statues sometimes. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Yeah, the game does not really feel stealth enough. When you have silenced guns counting towards your stealth gameplay. Where am I supposed to be going? Up here. And there I've accidentally thrown the knife again. Which gun is that? That has the scope. That one? Okay. That's a bit of a sniper experience. But perhaps nothing actually in the game telling you that this is the time for sniper gameplay. And it's far too easy to not really see the enemy. So you just have to assume that you're back to stealth at this point. I do really have to question what, even if you were a great player, what the experience would be like trying to potentially speedrun this and having to memorize sections that are stealth sections versus sections that are just downright encounter sections, fighting encounters. We're not really getting anything by collecting the gold. Remember, the beginning of this game, Wesley straight up told you that the Nazis were winning, so it then becomes kind of questionable. What, if anything, can you do to turn the tide of the war? This Helga secret. Whatever secret Helga has may turn the tide of the war, but I see a guy over there. I think that they are up here. Yeah, they are upstairs. And I don't think there's a little cheat. Yep. I don't think there's a cheat way up. So where are these guys? Were they hiding? Yeah, we still have yet to hit a single commander. Yeah. There's one commander down. Hmm. And see, I'm still playing on like the easiest setting possible. So that resets me with 2 throwing knives, 100 health, and 40 armor. Let's see. So. Alright. Alright, let's try this then. Pause now if you want to read. So let's just see what the experience is like if we run. One down, 2 down. Okay. I'm still struggling to try and get 3 people in the same place at the same time. So that is the real solution to...
That a key?
Interesting. That's a key to this other piece of art here.
Place not short on surprises.
I guess we have to listen to this.
Das hier gehört zu meinen Lieblingswerken. Elfriede Lose Wächter, kennen Sie sie? Malerin. Verwirrter Geist. Ihre Porträts der Patienten, die sie während ihres Aufenthalts in der Heilanstalt gemalt hat, sind zauberhaft. Das bleibt doch unser kleines Geheimnis, oder? Aber wir haben genügend über Kunst gesprochen. Sprechen wir über Sie.
Wollen Sie über mich wissen?
Etwas Wein?
Ja, bitte.
Not a lot of gameplay happening here.
Vielen Dank.
Sie sind in Wolfsburg geboren und aufgewachsen, richtig?
Das ist richtig, ja.
Und Sie haben Ihr gesamtes Leben...
This feels like this is very parallel to the scene that was done way better in New Order, where you were actually face to face with Helga.
Das in der Schule lernen.
Verstehe. Was ist mit Träumen, Herr Trommler?
Ich kann nicht folgen.
Einige Leute spüren Dinge, wenn sie träumen. Sie haben eine Art...
This is just way too long. It should be in English. I know you have some realism aspirations by making it in German, but it's far, far too long to listen to in German. I just recently played a different German point-and-click adventure, and the developer commentary was in German, and I could only put up with it for about 10 minutes before I had to turn it off, which is a real shame because I probably would have listened to all of the developer commentary if it was in English. And really I think that's true for most people's native language. It's just too much to read, particularly in this kind of games.
Die Kirche, die im 10. Jahrhundert abgebrannt ist?
Ich bin eigentlich mit meinen Freunden dorthin. Wir haben immer gespielt, dass wir ein Abenteuer erleben.
This is just way, way too long.
Das kann ich mir vorstellen. Als kleines Mädchen habe ich nämlich im Wald vor unserem Haus Ritter gespielt. Bitte beschreiben Sie mir Ihren Traum weiter.
There's like nothing else I can really do. I can listen and try and pick up bullets, or I can look around, but then the further I get away, the quieter it gets. Some of this is like Atlantean technology, I think. And like I think this is possibly Atlantean technology, or a piece of Atlantean technology. It'd be funny if we turn around and there's just
Außergewöhnliches auf diesem Friedhof, dort, wo Sie im Gras gelegen haben.
Aber ein Grabstein. Name erinnert mich nicht.
Denken Sie nach, Herr Trommler. Nehmen Sie welche
so this guy,
und denken Sie
as far as I'm following, had a dream that led to what she's looking for. A prophetic, like, magical dream, divine. And then I assume she's gonna kill him at this point.
Vielen Dank, dass Sie sich mit mir unterhalten haben. Hoffentlich hat der Wein geschmeckt.
Danke. Es ist lange her, dass ich Wein getrunken habe.
Gut, Herr Trauner. Jetzt begleite ich Sie zurück in Ihre Zelle, ja?
Denken Sie, dass es mir bald wieder gut geht und ich zurück zu meiner Familie kann?
Ja, da bin ich mir sicher. Ganz sicher.
Is that where it's just gonna end? I guess pause now if you want to read that. Yep. That absolutely should have been a cutscene that we saw, or video, or, you know, even if you just had to kind of find a way so that BJ Blazkowicz could get it translated to English. I feel like in the New Order you did have somebody in your ear, at least at sometimes, in some occasions, that would be able to translate things into English. These fans. So that might be where that guy was in the cell. Which oddly may mean that we've seen everything. I'm going to just kind of assume that we've seen everything that needs to be seen. And hope that going down this path will lead to safety. Let me see if I could... I can take the sniper... the things off. The left and right D-pad will take off the silencers. Why would you ever take off the silencer? I don't know, but it is an option. This again feels like we're going to probably wrap up the game with maybe a boss fight. Our pipe is missing at the moment. Yeah.
Leslie.
Yep, this feels like this will be the end of the level. And that this might be where we finally start to see the zombies coming in. As far as a concept. Pause now if you want to read. Pause now. I guess pause now if you want to read. Yep. Yeah, it feels like Wesley will be our big boss. Although it does also feel like there's just plenty of room for people to shoot me.
Hey. Come on, Wesley. Wake up. Gotta wake up. Come on. Wesley.
Yeah, if you kept...
Yeah.
Some dire straits we've gotten ourselves into, eh?
If we had just collected that recording and then given it to Wesley and he translated it for us, that would have been better.
I have a secret trick. Count to 4. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale.
You got it.
You should try it. He's here.
You all right there? Huh? Ah, was a bit worried we had lost you. Greta!
It doesn't look like his
Greta was
lips
hungry.
are
I didn't want
moving.
flesh to go to waste. I'm sure you understand.
You sick little Nazi fuck.
Someone down to 80 health.
Fuck. You are a funny man, clone of the class when you
I'm
were
not
born.
controlling the
Yes, well, the funny
camera completely,
My father died of electrocution.
but I
Such
can
incidents were
twist
not
it.
unusual at the coalfields of Ruhr Valley. I remember my uncle telling me that he was standing in water when it happened. Water is a conduit for electricity. And what is in our bodies? That is right. Water. When I
We
press
don't have
this
the
button,
pipe.
electricity will flow through your body, carried by this water, and it will cramp up at you.
And left trigger and right trigger is not doing anything.
If you do not want to feel this pain, which is completely understandable, you need to answer my question without hesitation.
So this is going to be like
is
that
your
scene.
contact in the village?
Claus.
Who is this Claus?
Santa Claus.
So no dialogue option choices there, which is fine. This is not a game that really needs that. And you can watch your health going down.
Your comedy act won't save you. Talking will. Why do you insist? Your boys are dying out there on the beaches and the fields. It's pathetic, like pulling the wings off an insect. Your war is lost.
When I break free, I will fry you in this chair till you die.
Now we're down to 50%.
Count to 4. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale.
One last time, then I will kill you. Who is
What's funny is our health refilled. We're back up to 60.
yes?
And when I'm done with you, I will kill your dog.
Let me.
What's funny is you can pick up the health as this is going on, and no special fight around Greta.
Sorry I couldn't save you, pal.
Okay. So do we have a lot of guns? No. We do not. Let's equip some guns. Let's double equip some guns.
Killed your fucking dog, Rudy.
He actually made it in here. I didn't see that before. So he's calling in the cavalry. Which will try and grab as much of this as possible, as fast as possible. I'm definitely not playing this game right, in that I'm kind of constantly only shooting one gun. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I shouldn't be struggling this much. Yep. So you can't press that anymore. You can't go back in there. And that's just going to be the end of the level, I think.
Get a grip, BJ. Carry on with the plan.
What was the
Get a
plan?
car to the village. Rendezvous with Kessler in the tavern.
There's the rat again. We're going up to the tower for the cable car, I
For a
guess.
stepper, right, Billy boy?
Oh wow, he really is as buff as as they kind of show him on the main menu, at least to some level. All right, let's go ahead and quit to the main menu here. We're not going to do a challenge, but we can look at the collectibles, and I missed a ton of gold at the beginning there. Starting with escape, that's the beginning of the halfway point of this game, unless it decides to unlock a whole bunch of extra chapters, and I don't know any reason why it would go down that route and pretend like there was 8 chapters when there may be 16. Yeah. Greta being a special dog and just killing it that quickly seems kind of silly. And so we lost our guy. He does still look way buffer on this main menu than he did in the mirror, but he does have a much broader chest than I think is realistic than I think they really depicted him in the New Order, if they actually showed him in the New Order. Yeah, it really makes BJ Blazkowicz look like he is a bodybuilder more than a military soldier compared to the other American soldiers. Do we have anything else really to say? No, yeah. I mean, it was fairly obvious that the friend was not going to be just a non-playable character follower that we were going to have to escort throughout large portions of the game. So it's no surprise that he got killed or in some other way was removed from the story. It definitely feels like the Jaeger character, I think that's his name, is going to be a big boss, and Helga is not really even going to be seen, which maybe what they were thinking here is that this game was supposed to be a prequel to the events of the New Order instead of an alternate universe to the events of the New Order. Which I guess if the zombies are just kind of a hallucination or something, or if the zombies do pop up but then they're defeated at the end of this game and then there are no more zombies, you could then connect the ending of the Old Blood to the beginning of the New Order, and it still wouldn't be too big of an I am increasingly becoming dissatisfied with the way the game is just playing out, though. There's far too many places where it feels like it's supposed to be stealth, but it doesn't quite feel like you could actually do stealth. Just not enough polish, probably not enough game testing. And then that just leads you into these firefights. And remember, I'm playing on the easiest difficulty possible, and I've still died 4 or 5 times. So I'm just struggling to actually maintain enough quality of gameplay to even get to the ending. So I am a little scared that we'll get to chapter 8 and there'll be some final boss fight and it will just be a huge difficulty spike. I vaguely think I recall something like that in the New Order. At the core of it, these types of games are not for me. They weren't for me back in the day when Wolfenstein 3D and the original Doom and the original Wolfenstein 3D came out. They weren't games that I put a lot of attention to or played a lot of, and they're really not the kind of games for me even now in modern times, even though they've made a lot more accommodations in modern takes with stealth. There is, I guess, a split between the Doom remake and the Wolfenstein remake, because in the Doom remake there really isn't any suggestion that you should try for stealth. You're not going to stealth kill behind a demon in Doom or Doom Eternal. So slightly different gameplay mechanic, but still they feel paralleled in a lot of ways. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. We went a little longer today. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.